ready? Are y'all ready? I just thought about something. You know, since the world has, since all those doubters and those who want to refute my story about our history and origin has now simmered down to
Professor Millie Mill, the hood poet. But I'm talking about where we at, literally, physically. We on Boun-Ru Street. Is this where it all began?
King Bobalouie built.
Where was you at, Bobalouie? What?
My house right there, 1610.
1610?
Yeah.
Wow.
Me, Ralph, and Terry Carter.
Let me see. Wow. That gray house right there?
1610.
Wow. That's Bobalouie old house right there. That's his Benz parked in front of that house. So how's everything been, Bobalouie?
Oh man, that's good as it be.
So my question to you, Bobalouie, what was the Boun-Ru? What was the origin of the Boun-Ru? Because there's so much misinformation out there, and I want you to give the first hand. What was the initiation of the Boun-Ru?
Actually, brother, it was coming together those who was not affiliated with Crips, you know what I'm saying? In those days, back in, wait, nobody participated, you know, having to be without your homies until you go to jail, then you understand your homies ain't there no more, and your gang ain't there no more, and there are other gangs that also, I say, foes of the Crips. And they couldn't hang just themselves. They had to unite.
So who were the people that sat down with you? Of course, you, and if you could give the other people that were part of the Boun-Ru, the formulation of the Boun-Ru.
Actually, I had known these guys from the street, like bounty hunters, like Ray Boys. I went to school with Cool Breeze, who was lovely. I was school who was lovely. Oscar Oliver. Arthur Purtle, Neil Matthews, Joe Wilson, there's quite a few, Sterling Parker in the neighborhood here. Myself, along with Ray Boyce, Robert Belson. Let's see, King's Trash, Arthur Purtle, Larry Cooper, also known as Bodacious, and we continue to just flourish and grow. And at the time when we started calling ourselves Boun-Ru, we were predominantly Boun-Rus and bounty hunters anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a brim here and maybe another brim there. The only one there at the park was Ronnie Walker, and he couldn't really muscle with us like that, with the way they had him in the house with that. But we were definitely the voices, you know, part of the body hunters.
So what forged the Boun-Ru to come together?
Of course, man. I mean, a common fear of just having kissing us individually, not trying to think that we don't have the heart to unite, because we feel what brings us together. We create a love force, and we always struggle and continue to bring about for everybody who was up on our situation. And we united and started calling ourselves Boun-Ru. The sound bit anyway.
So all the guys that formulated the Boun-Ru were first generation?
Of course.
And how long did it last?
It lasted quite a while until the spread of other gangs started coming in. The old Nasty Ed came in, Inglewood family, you know, Billy Priest, Donald Ray, from the Granheads, and you know, Pumpkin came in.
What was Pumpkin from?
Brim, the original Brim. Beautiful other cities like San Diego, Johnson, George, San Diego.
Oh, the San Diego Brims, where my boy Ball Game is from.
LC. Jonathan George was just, you know, at the time he joined up with us, he was like one of those bounty hunters. You know what I'm saying? Boun-Ru, and he was Boun-Ru too. And I guess his half brother, or cousin, first cousin, whatever, was sitting Bull from West Coast Crips. He was there, but as far as Boun-Ru was concerned, man, we just started gravitating to a whole lot of people that were not Crips, and that supported us. You know.
So it didn't necessarily. It started off bounty hunter in Boun-Ru, but then it expanded to Brims and other anti-Crip gangs.
Actually, I would say the most vocal people were Boun and Boun-Ru because we kind of had a few homies there. But eventually, everybody became a part of it. You know, became Bloods.
Uh-huh.
You know
So what year would you say this was, Bobalouie?
Boun-Ru was like late 73, and then 74 became Bloods.
So was that the formulation of the Bloods? 74, around about 74.
Right.
When did the red bandana come in play?
That had a lot to do with us identifying ourselves as Bloods. At the particular time, was when any kind of bad, that didn't matter, blue or red. You know, we start calling ourselves Bloods, it's kind of like more.
That makes sense because the color of blood is red. So, yeah.
And it's like we started identifying ourselves as red bandanas. You know what I'm saying? And we started ironing and putting on our clothes. Start putting on our clothes. You know what I'm saying? So once we start doing that and created that challenge, so to speak, it became when no Crips wasn't wear red no more. You know what I mean? And but we took us off to come to us because a lot of times, like I said, when you go to jail and your homies ain't there, you're outnumbered by the enemy. They want to get you, and there's a real big, you got a loss of advantage. You know what I'm saying?
That picture you took with Stanley Pitts and Herman Jr., was they part of the Boun-Ru too?
No, they was on streets.
Uh-huh.
They were on streets.
So the Boun-Ru was formulated inside what? YTS.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you took that picture with
Yeah. Hi, baby, how you doing? I love you. I know you do.
So when you took that picture with Stanley Pitts and Herman Jr., you guys were on Pearl Street, right? In front of Herman Jr.'s house?
I sit in the house.
Cynthia Nunn's house?
Yeah, that's my back of Eldorado. We sat in front of it.
What year was that?
I was 76.
76.
I just got out of it.
You just got out. Was that like the first time you met Stanley Pitts?
No. I knew Stanley, Stanley and his brother,
Ricky.
Ricky. You know, because actually Stanley, like LB's little fellas, this is it back then. You know, like, you know, Stanley and Randy and, you know, Toes and all
Randy
that.
Quiller, Toes, Donald McQuiller.
Yeah, Randy Donald, the kid.
Mm-hmm. The kid.
Yeah.
The kid.
I had several of them myself.
So when you linked up with those East Side guys, what was that experience like? Because the East Side guys brought in a whole another element too.
I put it this way, I love those numbers. You understand what I'm saying? Because by that time we'd already formulated over here on the West, and all of us always was united anyway. All of us who went to Vanguard and Centennial together.
That's the Cook and Jarvis Street in Athens.
All that, Athens now, but that was all Boun-Ru, man. West Side.
Uh-huh.
All Boun-Ru.
So Athens, I knew Cook and Jarvis was Boun-Ru. Athens Park was Boun-Ru too?
Oh, man, Athens Park, always been Athens Park.
Okay.
Athens Park has been over across San Pedro.
Uh-huh. But Cook and Jarvis was Boun-Ru.
Yes, sir.
That's Don Turner.
Yeah, Don Turner has been big, too tall. You know, Monk and all them. Yeah.
That was an interesting time, man.
Very interesting. But just to watch it grow like we did, man, we grew out of love, man. Just when we got together and formulated, it was all love, man. And matter of fact, I started hanging out with them more than until these fools came on this and see how missing accidents and came on there and found me. Because they was creating so much havoc over there and writing Boun-Ru on the wall. You know, the police, county police at the time, sheriffs thought that people over here were going to live up on their territories over there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they was getting harassed over here. You know, and they found out why. Them guys over there became off the chart, off the chain. And I go over there, go to anybody's house, spend the night anywhere, eat anywhere. You know what I mean? I was welcome.
So, Bobalouie, this is a tough question, right? And it is regards to bartender, the night they bartender. So there's been some new information out there that said actually the Crips may not have been responsible. You know anything to that?
I can't think of that because I was locked up during the time for a murder case myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I was informed that he got killed while I was in the county jail. So, you know what I mean? He got killed, and I got informed that my boy Gerald Savage got killed out of state. So, I can't speak on how it happened, but I was told, and I'm sure I was from pretty reliable sources. You gave the correct information, and it wasn't nothing about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, actually, when they give a little dance over here at Judo,
mm-hmm.
I mean, this is our hood, our neighborhood. Actually, you know, you can tell to represent the hood, and anybody that's foreign, they supposed to be there, especially coming from Compton High School, they're gonna have enough to get on stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when he opened it up, you know, unprotected, and you know, worst things happen. When you prepare yourself and just do it because you're at your hood. Because it don't matter where you die at. If you're not ready, you know, to defend your hood, with, you know, yourself or your life, you get caught slipping.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm not concerned.
Yeah. So, I mean, at this point, will you ever feel like you was embarrassed by your culture or embarrassed by the things you went through, or how did you make an adjustment to understand that your culture is your culture and it's nothing to be ashamed of, but you just wanted a better outcome for yourself?
I mean, it was until things happened later on that I really started being ashamed of the things that I was doing, because I had never imagined it would come to the point that it is now. You know, everybody except you be for the same gang, you know what I'm saying, claim the same name, get the title of the gang, but everybody in that gang don't get along no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, like such and such good, everybody Boun-Ru don't get along no more.
Right.
So, everybody, like it's Crips, everybody that's Crips, they all don't get along no more. I mean, if I knew it was going to church and shit like that, nowhere in the world, rather than put some such again, put the top put in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was like my religion.
Right.
And I was proud to go see things extend the way they extended during my day, because we did it with love, and they were no different than I am.
Right.
Then it started becoming a struggle between the east side, west side. I mean, no, man.
It's all a mess.
It became messed up. As long as I was getting a grip on it, it was okay.
You think, could we ever find a way to repair it and fix it?
Well, first of all, we start trying to find a way to extend love to each other, man, because we all want the same now, man. You know the shit, man, it's ridiculous. And you gotta find out, as long as you got something to protect and you're in fear, you're gonna be closer to people, man. But as soon as that heat get up your ass, and you got the freedom to go and do your thing again, you forget about where you came from. And you forget, and the love that the family type of environment that once was no longer exists. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a street nigga, streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the fans get me. It's guap off